I never realized that Australia's city part is like all on the coast, which I mean, I'm stupid. It makes sense because I mean,
People go to the beach like
yeah,
every
it's
day.
like yeah. So is Sydney, Australia, like in the tippy tip edge of the continent?
It's just weird that
Yeah, it's pretty close, huh?
it's just weird that
Wow.
there's like
Dang.
cities like that in Australia. I just never would have thought. Do you think they'll ever make transportation by like a road?
To going to Australia?
Yeah, to like different countries.
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. Have you ever watched BoJack Horseman?
No.
And there was a part in that show where they built a road to Hawaii, but it was just like completely stopped up with traffic like 24/7. So that would really be the problem. I mean,
Yeah.
let alone the trillions of dollars it would cost to create
and then
it.
imagine if you have to you get potholes and you have to redo the road.
If there was one wreck on that road, it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough in like a normal like Dallas day for someone to get over there, let alone in the middle of the ocean.
But I mean, you think about it. There's roads like under the water.
I've always thought this.
I'm like, why?
Well,
Why?
okay, that if it was gonna work, maybe, I don't know. Either way, it's here. I've always thought this. Okay, why can't they have helicopters? That
have
is like
helicopters.
an emergency helicopter that when there's a wreck in like the middle of a busy interstate, it just flies in with a giant magnet and it just
Because everything else will be swooped up by the magnet.
No. It can like turn off and on, you know?
But still, everything around it is
No, it's just like you go right to it and then just flip the switch and then it just carries it out of the way.
Why couldn't it be a giant claw?
Yeah, that could work too. Or just like put a chain through the top of the car and hook it back.
But
and
what if there's nothing left of the car, but it's just flat? You can't do that.
There's got to be something to grab onto it. It would be so much faster, right? Because I mean, half the time, if all of the traffic is backed up, the ambulance can't even get there, or like the police and all that. They can't
Why
get
don't
there.
they make a side road that you can't ever use for?
I don't know. I honestly feel like half the time they could get it out of the way faster, and they just don't. Is that just me? I feel like there'll be like a little bit of debris in the road, and they'll just be like, "Oh, we can't let you go yet."
Yeah.
Or half the time you get stuck in traffic for 20 minutes, and then when you finally get up to where the traffic was, there's nothing. And you're like, why was there traffic?
Yeah. That's happened to me so many times. I'm like, bruh, I'm just like, where? Was there just a pigeon in the road? Like.
Anyways, what is this? Does the U.S. have the worst car wrecks?
I would say so.
Car wreck system.
I would say absolutely yes.
America's car crash epidemic. It's probably because I don't know how it is in other places, but it seems odd to me that you cannot exist as a human in society, with the exception of like New York and places like that, and not have a car and drive. So I feel like they make the driver's test so easy that everybody who gets a license.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they failed their driver. I knew someone who failed their driver's test 5 times before they got it, but they're still getting a license eventually, and they're probably not that good of a driver still once they finally pass it. I mean, at that point, they're probably literally like, all right, just give it to them.
They should make becoming a U.S. citizen easier, but they should make the driver test harder.
I couldn't agree more with that statement.
Because here's the thing, like, it's...
Yeah, look. See, there's more car accidents in the U.S. than anywhere else.
To be fair, the United States is also very more spread out compared to other.
Yeah, I mean, like we've got cities all over our. I mean, it's there's interstates connecting every
But
part of the
still,
U.S. So
people are stupid on the road. They don't look. Where's your blinker, bro?
no,
you
yeah,
have a blinker.
there's
Use it.
so many terrible drivers. The United States has more licensed drivers than most other countries, but it's difficult to get an exact number of drivers worldwide.
Why? Because the DMV is always backed up. You can't count.
Yeah, it's just like you cannot exist as a contributing member of society and not drive in America unless you're living in like New York or unless you just happen to get your apartment within walking distance of, and it's like how many people can swing that?
Yeah.
It's a problem no one can solve.
And what disturbs me is how much like they're producing cars so fast.
Yes,
And
everybody's
everybody's getting a new car. Well, you think about it, all these other cars are just sitting in a landfill.
and they're so ugly. Like the longer time goes on, the uglier cars get. I feel like.
They're so boxy. I saw an advertisement that Ford's coming out with. I can't remember which new. It's not new. It's old, but they're reintroducing it like they did with the Bronco.
Yeah, they did the Bronco.
Well, they just they released another one. Maybe it's called the Scout. I don't know.
A Ford Scout. I think that's another thing. A Scout.
I don't know, but Minnie is like a heater on my
Oh
back.
no, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Look at it.
Yeah, it's being revived. Ford
Yeah.
Scout.
Look at that, bro. Why would you buy that? And the ad was this.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the new
this
one.
daughter calling her dad and saying, "Oh, they're bringing it back," and he's so excited. I'm like, "Bruh, that don't even look like the Scout. He probably don't even know what that is."
Yeah, when they brought the Bronco back, I was like, man,
But-
that's not the Bronco. You know what I mean? It's like it's not really the same thing anymore.
But I mean, the Bronco looks good. Like this looks electric. This
Yeah.
looks like it has no gas in it.
Yeah, it's definitely electric.
I mean, I've seen some very pretty new Broncos. See, like that's so darling. And then you see that one on the bottom left, and bottom right, and you're like, it looks like a Range Rover.
Well, I have a story to share. I felt creepy for the first time in my life.
Oh,
I guess maybe that's part of like getting older.
you felt creepy?
Yeah.
What were you doing? Staring
I've never
at people?
known what it's like to feel creepy, and I know that because I felt creepy for the first time.
Meaning, like,
I'll just tell you the
someone
story.
creeped you out, or you were a creep.
I was the creep in this story, but I didn't do anything on purpose. All right, I was at Goodwill, and I was shopping, and I was looking through like
What were you
the
wearing?
shirts.
What were you
I was
wearing?
just normal. I was being normal me, and I was looking through the shirts and stuff. And along this wall, there's like women's like jeans, and so there was a mom looking through the jeans, and she had a shopping cart, and in the shopping cart, she had like a little girl sitting like
Oh,
with her
no.
legs
Where's
through
this
the.
going?
She had her legs like through the
Yeah.
like little thing, so she was facing me, and the mom had no idea, like wasn't paying attention to her really. And the little girl was just staring at me. And so like I'm like looking through the clothes, and I just see her looking at me, and I'm just like, just give her a white people smile, you know, like just hey,
Bro, like that one guy, that old man that has like really in here. He's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about Hide the Pain Harold? Yes, I did that smile. I literally did that smile to her. And she just goes,
I know someone that looks just like him.
she just goes, "Mommy, I don't like that guy."
No freaking way,
Yes, bro. And I was like, and I just like tried to just still mind my own business. And she kind of like started pushing the cart like away, I guess, to sort of nonchalantly escape the
Mommy,
situation.
I do not
And
like that guy.
I think the mom like said something, and she doubled down, and she was like, "Mommy, I don't like that guy." And I was just like, I was like, I gotta take a long, deep look at myself in the mirror and figure out what I'm doing wrong, because that felt.
Well, I mean, there's like situations like that you can't even control it. Because like if someone's staring at you, what are you gonna do? Like this?
No, I know, like
Like you gotta smile or like
I don't feel like I was in the fault, but it's
Oh, that dude.
yes, Hide the Pain Herald.
Ooh,
But even still, I felt creepy.
Before.
Yeah, that's a very accurate
wait.
before and
The
after.
first one was how you thought you looked, and then that's how you looked.
That was definitely me after that happened.
Oh my gosh, those are definitely.
Have you ever seen the story of Hide the Pain Herald? Yeah, Hide the Pain Herald.
No, he's creeping me out.
I think he was like a boat captain.
Ooh.
I want to say he was like a boat captain, and there was like a stock photographer that said that he was taking photos. He was like, if you ever want to earn some extra money, you have like the perfect look that I could take some stock photos.
The perfect look.
And so he went and took these stock photos, and he just happened to have this very painful looking smile, and it went viral. Yeah, was he? Tell me I'm not crazy that he was a. Maybe I am crazy. A Hungarian retired electrical engineer.
Could have been an electrical engineer for a boat.
I don't know. Let's
Look
just say
up-
that's how it happened.
Look up Hide the Pain Herald boat captain. See, this is what my brain is remembering is him wearing that hat.
This is like, mommy.
Yeah, he was a-
mommy. This guy is weird. I don't like this guy.
I've never felt more like Hide the Pain Herald in my life.
But see, like it was Goodwill. If it was like maybe somewhere nicer, then you would have been a creep. But like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's the opposite. I don't know.
But I mean, I wish I could have just asked her, like, what is it you don't like about me? Like, she just said, "Mommy, I don't like that guy." I was just minding my own business.
Just trying to shop in the women's jeans.
Yeah, so I thought I'd share that because that happened since the last episode, and I'm
Bro.
not sure how to process. This is the first time I've told anyone, I feel like, publicly. So that's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders.
We have a special guest, guys.
Oh yeah, Minnie's back in the house. She looks thrilled to be here as usual.
She's making my back just roasting.
Why doesn't she ever want to sit on my side?
Like on your beanbag.
She doesn't like me.
Okay, guys. So, okay, listen.
All right.
Last night I thought of this. I was like, bro, why? How did this thought come to my brain? Why is Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day? Like, why is it in February? Why couldn't it been in the spring or in the summer? Because it's so bright. It's supposed to be about love. Bruh, it's February. You're depressed. Everything's brown and dead.
Well, probably because if you really look at what holidays are, it's a consumer like ploy.
Well,
to
I
sell
get
a lot.
that.
And
but
I feel like
why
there's
couldn't they pick it in the
that's what I'm
spring or
saying. There's
summer?
already a huge one in December. There's already a huge one in like April. There's a huge one in October. There's a huge one in July. So I feel like they just put it right there where there was kind of a gap. So that it just is constantly. I feel like that's really the honest truth, probably.
Well,
Because like from Christmas to Easter, they're like, we need to have something here where people got to buy a bunch of chocolates and flowers and go on dates and
but like it's red and blue. I mean, not blue. Blue's sad. But
pink.
pink and purple. Like, those are fun colors.
What are your thoughts on Valentine's Day? It's a very polarizing holiday, I feel like.
Well, I've never celebrated it because I've been single. So it's just a depressing day.
Well, you remember back in the day where
The big
Valentine's
candy
Day
boxes.
seemed more about, like a school party in elementary, and you make the little box. And
It was really cool in elementary.
yeah, Valentine's Day was lit as a elementary student. But after that, I don't know.
I don't know because now it's like, I mean, I've never celebrated one. I've never gone on a date or anything like that during one. But from what everybody I know it doesn't seem worth it because everybody does their Valentine's before Valentine's because Valentine's is so busy.
crowded. Yeah. Yeah, I would never be a psychopath that went and tried to like make a dinner reservation on Valentine's Day. That sounds like a nightmare.
But see, like, this isn't like...
I feel like do something days early and then just like have a night in on the...
But they shouldn't have they should have created something different for February.
What would you propose if this was like the holiday creation council? What would you have wanted?
I don't know because who came up with Valentine? Like, what brilliant idea made Valentine's Day?
I mean, it makes sense to have a holiday themed around love, like more so romantic love is really like not like general, family and stuff. It's more like
Martyr was executed on that date.
Oh.
What the flip?
I think that's the guy who made
Saint. It is traditionally believed to be the feast day of Saint Valentine, a Christian martyr who was executed on that date, with legends associating him with performing secret marriages against the orders of a Roman emperor,
But why are we celebrating love?
thus linking the day with the celebration of love. So he was marrying people, and I guess that's what he stood for.
That's actually really cool.
So where did the whole Cupid thing come from?
Just
What,
a
like
naked...
who was like a cherub flying around shooting people with an arrow? Cupid originated as the Roman version of the Greek god
Oh, I
Eros.
knew that because freaking Percy Jackson.
Mm.
And no, Aries is the one that's hot-tempered or whatever. I don't know. I don't go into any of the Greek mythology. It's confusing. But still, shouldn't this be a celebration of... Well,
That's how all holidays are. They just like they become like the things that we have it as a tradition now was not what even started as. I mean, like
It got
especially
lost.
Christmas, like
yeah, it's not...
now it's like Santa Claus and Elf on the Shelf. Like that's not what Christmas is.
That's true.
It's like every holiday is like that to an extent. I feel like
But I wonder how...
St. Patrick's Day, like, is that just? I don't think they were like, we need a day where everyone wears green.
and pinches people for
Yeah,
fun.
exactly.
Call it Saint Valentine's Day. Now it's just Valentine's Day.
Why did they take
Interesting.
Saint out?
Just too much of a mouthful, I guess. Well, like where? So, are you saying that you don't think that there really should be a holiday for like love, like this in this sense? Are you saying that something else should replace the February holiday, or that Valentine's Day should have been at a different?
Yeah, Valentine's Day can exist. I don't care.
Okay.
I have no opinion on it because I don't have a love like that in my life. But I'm just saying it's just filled with all the bright colors. Like you go through the entire Christmas, it's green, everything's bright. But then you got New Year's, but still pretty much the same time. Then from then on until Valentine's Day, just brown. And then all of a sudden you're coming up in here with all this red and chocolate.
So you're saying it should be the colors shouldn't be so vibrant to reflect
the colors and the whole what you buy for Valentine's Day.
Is Valentine's Day just
technically would be for spring and summer. That's all spring and summer stuff. Because people don't buy just chocolate. They buy candy and they buy flowers. Flowers is not a winter thing.
I mean, I guess you're right. I feel like not that many people even buy real ones.
It don't have anything to do with it being love. I could care less about that. That's not even why I was thinking about it.
It's just the awkward...
It's just the whole color scheme. It's wrong.
Well, it seems like if you're going to have a holiday about love, red and pink seems like the two main colors it would be.
I'm saying Valentine's Day shouldn't have been in February.
What month would you want it?
Either in the spring or the summer. I don't care which month.
Be specific.
It can't be in April because April...
See, it's already got something going on. It's got Easter.
No, because Easter's in March this year.
But it's like those 2 months, it goes back and forth. So
I feel like Easter needs to be April. Easter in my brain is April. But, June, what's June got?
I mean, I feel like there's a huge holiday for
Actually,
every pair of months.
I think it needs to either be in March or April because of the weather.
You should
Because at that
propose a
point-
bill to the U.S. government.
Because at that point, June and July is too hot. And then you can't take away Independence Day from July. I mean, you can't do anything else.
Well, my view of it is my birthday is like the week before Valentine's. And every single year, my birthday is like on the weekend of the Super Bowl. And then Valentine's is the next week. So it's like the weirdest time to have a birthday.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
Anyways, but just the color scheme. I mean, here I am. I mean, because think about it. People have seasonal depression. And you're sad.
Christmas, it's like the worst at Christmas.
But then you're sad and you're lonely. And then, Valentine's Day. Bright. You're like, oh, my eyes. Anyways, that's what I was thinking about.
Well, what I was thinking about is why do they call a weather person a meteorologist? And what would they call someone who studies meteors?
You win. Weatherman? But see, the weatherman is a freaking person that tells the weather. So
I'm just like, it seems like somebody who studies meteors is like, well, they really took our name. Like, what are they supposed to be called now? A weather person? A weatherman is called a meteorologist because a meteorologist is a scientist who studies the weather.
great.
Oh, thanks.
You're
Thanks,
gonna,
AI.
you're gonna you have to quit reading the AI.
That's so dumb.
We get nowhere with
That's
the
so
AI.
dumb. It makes me angry. Weather is comprised of stuff happening in the atmosphere, and it is meteorologists who study all this stuff. The word meteor is descended from the Greek word meteoron, which means things in the air. So it does make sense even if the word is a bit archaic. So then what are the...
So they're going back, they're going off the Greek word. Okay, this is English,
Why
guys.
can't they just be like a weatherologist?
See, because like, man, there's so many cases like that it says one thing, but it's not even
Yeah.
that thing.
People who study meteors are called meteoriticists.
That sounds like a disease.
Meteoricitis. Come down with a bad case
would
of
you have that COVID? No,
meteoricitis.
that meteoricitis.
Meteoritis. That is so hard to say. Meteoritic.
That's probably why there's limited people that study meteors.
I would be so mad if I was somebody who studied meteors and I gotta like say that word as my occupation when it could have been so much
here's
easier.
The thing, you gotta be smart to study that stuff.
Yeah, so you're probably
gotta-
gonna be able to say the
Yeah,
word.
because you gotta know they're studying everything in science. I mean, they know how to say that. Like,
Well, it's also got me thinking like it seemed. Whoa!
whoa,
What the?
holy cow, bro! Oh, it shook.
I would have never known.
Did y'all see it shook?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Everybody, go search that up right now. Oh, is it not gonna do it?
Very interesting. Wow, that one went a different path.
So wait, wonder if we were. Wait, is it gonna do that with all the weather? I wonder if you have to call it by its actual term, like its Greek term. Twister.
Just gonna pull up the movie.
Tornado. It's a Greek word.
Well,
Wait.
it's got me thinking if like you just study meteors, it seems like a very niche thing to just study only that. Like you would think that if you're studying meteors, you probably are studying asteroids and you're probably studying comets and you're probably studying
Space.
yeah, just in general space related projectile objects. So I guess it's
guys
not
sound
that.
Robert.
I guess it's not that big of a problem that there's another occupation
don't-
called meteorologist.
Yeah, because it's not really a big occupation.
I would just think that they should be called a weatherologist. That's my personal opinion. Like, what? It seems like nobody ever just said, okay, like we're not in like ancient Greece anymore. We can use the updated language.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that clears it up. A meteorititis, whatever it was.
You know what really makes me aggravated though, because how you said, why can't they just call it that? I mean, it's a simple term. When you look something up, give me the answer. Give me what I want. Listen,
I feel like it's getting better.
Not with this issue. It's worse.
Okay. What is it?
So I have an office at work, and I am on Pinterest because I'm like, I need to figure out how to decorate this thing. Okay, every time I work, any type of word combination I can with office at work, office, at workplace, anything that has to do with office outside of your home. I made it clear. It's gonna show you your at-home office.
So give an example, like
A corporate
what's
office,
something you're trying to Google, just like
how to decorate your office. It's going to show you home offices every time. You search up cubicle office, it's going to show up your home office. Every time.
That's true.
Every time. See,
That's
that one
actually
down
so
there?
true.
See, this is actually showing up more at, like, in offices.
Okay, so this is crumbling your whole argument, is what you're saying?
No, but still.
No,
all
yeah,
of
there
it
is a lot
is.
of home offices in there.
Maybe I should have just said how to decorate your office, because this
Is that not the first wording you tried?
No. I was like, office. Decorate your office. Okay, I was on Pinterest. Pinterest would have it. I didn't think so.
Decorate
Google
your
would
office.
have it. This is actually really making me mad. But listen. I was searching up in every way I thought, Graydon. I was searching. But see, I wasn't going to look on here. Pinterest is where you go to find all of the decorative things.
Well, then that's an issue with Pinterest, not Google, I guess.
I even Googled all of these.
You
Googled
decorate your office.
No, I didn't do that. Because I didn't think it would be that simple.
You were overthinking it.
Bruh, I was like, no, here's the thing. I was like, office decor. Like,
oh, okay. I see.
and it was just going to show you your office. I was like, bro, quit showing me all of your 50 million lamps and your really nice stand-up desk with all of these really nice organizations. Like, no, that's not what I want. I want the most bland office in your workplace.
You could have just looked up like 70s office, because I feel like that probably wouldn't. They'd probably know you meant a corporate office.
Listen, it made me
office.
so mad. I had to get off my phone for the rest of like the night. And then I went on the
Dang.
same rabbit trail the next night, which was a weekend. And I think I stayed up to like 2 a.m. trying to figure it out. And I could not for the life of me figure it out. And it was making me so mad. I was like, corporate office decoration. But,
Interesting.
here we are.
Well, I'm glad we.
But,
could clear that up for you.
it still isn't helping me. But
Well, segue. I have an interesting video we could watch.
yeah, let's watch that, because apparently my topic is so. This was a real
Talk
problem
about
that
offices.
I had. This is a real problem that I had. It was really.
You should just watch the movie Office Space and just look at their offices.
But they're all in cubicles.
That's
I don't
true.
have a cubicle.
That's true.
Like, if I had a cubicle, yeah. But I don't. I have this weird, awkward receptionist desk thing with a window. It's just really confusing. You had to look at it, but please don't come to my work, please.
All right, let's go on the YouTube machine, shall we? Look up sea animal
Oh no!
speed comparison.
Why is
So
it
remember when we
always-
watched the land animal one? The same people made, yeah, it's that one you're hovering. Yep. What is this scale at right now? Is this is that a goldfish?
It's called a red side.
No, that's the channel. A Ryukin.
Oh. Well, it looks like a red side, so that was very.
Okay, so there's an eel compared to a human. American
Ugh.
eel. They should start a store called American Eel and open it right next to American Eagle. A
But what
narwhal.
clothes would it sell?
That's a good question.
Jeans. That American Eagle primarily sells jeans. Like that's their main thing. So.
Oh, there's a Finding Dory fish.
There is not a narwhal.
That's a narwhal right there.
No, narwhals aren't real.
Yes, they are.
Are they really?
Yes, narwhals
You're
are.
crapping me right now.
Narwhals are very real. Let's put a pin in that for after this video. Oh, there's a Finding
because
Nemo
it was
fish.
an elf, and I always thought, oh, this is make believe. I've never Googled a narwhal. I just always assumed it was a fake thing.
Freaking, so a Finding Nemo is way faster than a Finding Dory. Sawfish. What?
Wow.
What
So
evolutionary
Disney
purpose?
is feeding us false information
Well, how so?
because Finding Nemo.
Oh yeah, because they didn't really touch on their
Because
swimming
Dory was
speeds.
like ADHD and going 500 miles per
Yeah.
hour, and then the dad couldn't keep up. But clearly Dory.
Jellyfish. Just a regular generic jellyfish.
But do eels?
Dang.
Eels.
A right whale. Interesting.
What does the
What
left
about
whale look
as opposed
like?
to a left whale or a wrong whale?
What? So do eel? Okay, now it's making me question every North American river otter.
North American river otter has entered the chat.
So is there
And
going to be
sockeye-
is there going to be a
sockeye
South
salmon.
American river otter?
We'll have to see. Okay, we got the shark.
Okay, do eels don't sting? Or you remember
I've
because they
never
always had
smelled one.
electricity? You remember?
Well, I think
all
that's
them-
only an electric eel, right? I don't think they're all.
But there is an electric eel.
I think, yeah.
See,
I'm not sure if they all have stinging
Bruh,
capabilities.
There's no way.
Hawksbill. Dude, sea turtles got like the best.
Oh, there's a porpoise. We saw one of those in Alaska.
It's crazy how a sea turtle can like swim really fast and they don't even understand that like a land turtle is known for being slow. Like they got
Yeah.
the better,
Jeans.
like roll of the dice on being born a sea turtle.
There's Macy's favorite
Humpback.
animal.
Their back really isn't all that humpy.
The way they dive.
Oh, the way they dive. I've just been informed. What are these guys? Piranhas.
Man.
Feisty little fellers.
Animation movies are just misleading.
We got the
A
squid. A colossal squid.
Aw, you guys made me ink. Okay, so is that an electric eel? Or a really big
is it gonna
tadpole?
What the? A moray eel.
That's what's.
Dang, that thing looks ugly. Look at it.
Is that the same thing that? What's the thing that in Finding Nemo
Largemouth
with
bass.
with the lot?
Oh no, that's a. What's it called?
Oh, manatee.
There's the manatee. What's that? Dang it. Yeah, we'll figure it out in a second. There's a manta ray. Yeah, I heard about that. The bottleneck.
Why would it
dolphin.
swim to the
I like how there's people in these weird
houses?
fortresses underwater watching these animals racing.
Anglerfish.
Anglerfish, that's what. Leatherback sea turtle. It's going 33 miles per hour, it said.
Bro, these are all beating sharks.
Yeah, that's crazy. A giant manta ray can go 22. Oh, so I guess I misread that one before. We're just now at 22 miles an hour.
Hammerhead shark. Those things always fascinated me. I don't know if it's because it's called a hammerhead shark.
Yeah, I mean, just look at its face. It's the most memorable of sharks, I feel like, maybe, besides the great white.
Ooh. That thing looks
A common
slimy.
octopus. Just a common octopus. Don't mind me.
Ooh. I
A
wanna
second
say
squid.
something, but I can't. I would make people vomit.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, penguin.
cute little penguin. just penguin. 24 miles an hour.
I had something I was going to say earlier about 500 of these little animals, and now I can't remember.
A fin whale. This is the second whale in this video I have not really heard of. These whales don't really get the spotlight like the humpback and
The
the blue whale.
Most whales hang out more. Yeah, most of these whales are in more open water, so they're harder to come by. So they don't know as much about them.
Interesting.
They really don't know anything about humpbacks either.
Oh, that thing is singing. Or it's
Gosh, bro. I wish it would show a little human neck. Yeah, there they are. It doesn't really seem that fast, but like if you're trying to race it, I mean 31 miles an hour like compared to a human swimming is insane. Mako shark.
There's just so many animals down there.
I know. Oh, a flying fish. We got to go up above the surface for this one.
That should have been with the land animals. Actually, with the birds.
I feel like a flying fish is like one of the coolest animals you could be. Because you can swim in the ocean as long as you want, and then you can just fly above the water too.
You're like, look what I do. Look what I can do.
Oh. Okay, so a great white shark, those is faster than those other sharks we've already seen in this video. Gosh, bro.
I'm like, I knew they were called killer whales, but I didn't know how how killer they were.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, and it just like has broken my heart. I'm like, now I can't have you as my favorite whale because
well, they're
you're
pretty
so
nice.
mean.
They're nice to humans.
No, yeah. Macy was telling me how they all like try to bite and eat the baby humpback whales. I'm like, bro.
I mean, they gotta eat. Bonefish. How do you get a name like that?
Ooh.
Atlantic bluefin tuna. Dude, I'm stupid, but until like a year ago, I thought tuna was a tiny fish. Just because, like...
Okay, well, up until right
First,
now, I thought tuna was a tiny fish, too.
I thought it was
I thought
like,
it was like sardines.
Yes, exactly. I
Yeah.
think those being served in the same portion size in a can has falsely led people to think they're the same thing.
That thing should be called the bonefish.
But tuna are huge. A wahoo.
Well, just like a...
Dang, they're starting to get some speed
like
now, bro.
salmon, like salmon. Why did I say salmon?
Swordfish.
I have
God,
never...
It's going 62 miles an hour.
I have never called salmon before.
It's all the aerodynamicness of that nose. Sailfish.
Oh my
Holy
gosh!
crap, dude. A black marlin. Checks out.
Shoot, if I was really good at running, that would be my name, Black Marlin.
It's going 82 miles an hour, so that's faster than a cheetah on land. I didn't realize there's a... Oh my gosh, bro.
Okay, wait, so that's
So
the fastest, that's the fastest sea animal that they even know of.
A black swordfish.
No, it's a Black Marlin.
A black marlin. All right, well.
I wonder how much they
Subscribe to their
paid.
channel, I guess.
Wonder how much they paid them to go into water like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so narwhals are real.
Yeah.
We have
Narwhals
to-
are real, Madison.
Listen, bruh. You're absolutely crapping me right now.
It's like super illegal to like have their tusks.
Yeah, they're kind of like a protected
They're
species, I guess.
They're super. Wait, to have their tusk. Why would I have their tusk?
if you like,
Try to kill them?
yeah, it's like if you like poached it and I guess they're it's called a tusk. Yeah, it's I guess worth a lot of money because like it's
They're so
illegal
rare.
and rare. So if you smuggle it across like the border, you are like you might as well have been smuggling fentanyl across the border. That's crazy. So you thought it was a fictional,
Yeah.
or you thought it was extinct, I guess, or you just thought it was.
No, I never thought it
They
existed.
do live in the Arctic Ocean, so we don't really have them around here at all.
Go back to images
Because
again.
I mean, like you think of it, yeah. I mean, makes perfect sense why I thought that because they never talk about a
So
narwhal.
the only thing that you've seen it on is the movie Elf.
Yeah.
And it,
Well,
Yeah,
and the
narwhal
song.
yeah.
they had a couple reports of them in Juneau. That's like as low as they'll go. Like it's-
Well, these things must be overpopulated because my gosh, if you can't kill them.
Yeah, I don't know. They are kind of like a mysterious little.
But also, in that video, do manatees and sea lions look similar?
Yeah, I mean they're
Because-
both like
but-
made up mostly of blubber. I feel like so, kind of got similar shape.
Except for one's more like fat.
Are manatees bigger?
Well, yeah, they're like
Yeah,
swollen.
go click that one with the blue background so we can just see all these blubber animals. Yeah,
Well, I mean, you
just open that
because
image
when we
full
went
screen.
to the when I was little, we went to the aquarium
Yeah.
and they had a manatee in there and it was like swollen. It was like a swollen hot dog.
Oh. Wait, so where's the manatee? There's no
But-
freaking manatee on here? Why would it pull up this image if we literally searched manatee?
Like it literally looked like it was so bloated, and it's like
Sea
you couldn't
cows.
even see. Like its fins couldn't even move. It was so fat. Wait, go to the images.
What did that say? A dugong?
Sea cow.
What is that word above it? Dugong. Is that how you say that? Look up dugong.
Wait, what are these considered? Like, what are they?
It's a mammal, right? They're mammals. I'm pretty sure.
Wait,
Yeah, they're mammals.
what animal is closest to a manatee? Go down.
I guess whatever that
there.
other word I was just saying, a dugong. Dugongs are cousins of manatees and share a similar plump appearance, but have a dolphin
See, plump.
fluke-like tail. Go to images of dugongs. What the heck? It's got like a giant face.
That
It's
does
got like
look like
jowls.
that looks just like a. Oh my gosh, the thing from. Wow, Ice Age. What's the thing with the big tusks with the? They look like this and they curve.
A mammoth?
Manny,
A mammoth?
you know
You're saying it
what?
looks like a mammoth?
Yeah, like the front of it.
Dude, I've never heard of a dugong.
See,
Interesting.
that picture looks just like one. The face of it.
So it's just look at the
Ew!
go to the left
that
of
looks
that
like
one.
a naked mole rat.
That one does. It looks just like a naked mole rat.
Bro,
It does.
See, like, look how swollen they are.
I don't think you clicked it. Oh, there it goes. Bro.
I would be scared. See, like, look how bloated
does.
it is.
Ew.
You can't even see, like, its eye. It looks like
It's like swollen shut.
That's exactly how a manatee look like.
I've never really
So this is called.
heard
this
of a
is
dugong.
This,
Is that how you say it, first of all? Because I've said it so
We
many
have to-
times
we have to go-
incorrectly
we
if
ha-
it's wrong.
we have to find that guy that does the voice.
yeah. It'll be like, dugong. Pronunciate. Yeah, there we go.
Dugang.
Dugong.
Oh, no, it's right.
Dugong.
Dugong.
Dugong. Dugong.
Someone should make a song about a dugong.
Can't sample that.
Dugong.
Dugong. All right, we're watching a freaking ad for a 3-second video.
Dugong.
Such an unnecessarily long intro.
Animal name pronunciation. Bird. British English pronunciation. Seagull. Sea. Gull.
Okay.
Okay.
Speak-
Okay. So a hood. Look at that. A hooded seal.
What's that coming out of him?
A hood.
It looks like he's blowing up a balloon.
A harp seal. A ringed seal. A ribbon. Look at the ribbon seal.
There's
that
a lot
makes
of
sense.
seals, huh? A southern
Ew.
elephant seal.
Are the largest.
Look up manatee versus dugong though.
You and this. Ew, that looks scary. Is that its nose?
Oh, that would suck to be born with that thing just flopping all the time, dude. It's like I'd rather be a walrus. At least I got like two tusks to like defend myself, not this freaking flooby little appendage. Okay, let's see images. It says they have some key differences, including their tail size and where they live. So a manatee and a dugong probably never really faced off before.
Because they're cousins. Why is it showing us their...
Look at its like mouth compared to a manatee.
It looks like a dugong.
Manatees are kind of cute when you compare it to a dugong.
The dugongs look like they were a vacuum cleaner that are sucking stuff up.
Yeah, like a bottom feeder.
Manatees are constantly being mistaken for dugongs. And
I disagree, sir. I feel like it's probably the other way around.
Manatee versus dugong. Who would win? Manatees are the larger of the two.
I was kind of interested to see what it had to say. What?
Hey!
Versus dugong. Who would win? Manatees are the larger of the two, averaging 10 feet and weighing up to 1,200 pounds.
1,200
Thrive
pounds.
in warm, shallow waters, feeding on seagrass and aquatic.
Okay, I thought I was going to talk more about them fighting.
Okay, so wait. I'm still fascinated by all the
The speed, the animal speed comparison?
No. All of the different types of seal. Like,
Oh, yeah.
who was going to tell us that there's this many?
No, we just had to discover it on our own.
Like,
I
we knew a
guess.
sea lion, yes.
I thought there was like seal, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
Like how, I mean.
Ew. It's like a big lip.
Oh,
Way to
no.
help scare things off.
Oh, so it's a defense mechanism? Does it like puff?
Inflatable nose.
Masculinity. I wonder if it's a mating thing.
Okay, yeah.
We gotta see a
because-
video of that. Why, hooded seal, why they have that? To attract females and compete with other
Wait,
males.
let's see what happened.
It's a little.
Actually, I don't think I want to see that.
So tell me
Oh my god.
the lady seal thinks that thing is
But-
sexy.
There's birds that are like that too, though.
Yeah, I mean, like a peacock will do that, but
Well,
peacocks
peacock
are
looks
beautiful.
like, yeah, insanely beautiful,
There
but
are birds that have like red spots on their chest that open up like the same way.
yeah, but this looks like he's blowing up his tongue or something.
Oh, Mylanta, this has reminded me of something I was going to tell you.
Turn it down just a tad.
Okay, where's my phone?
Oh, I guess it's fine. You gotta do it on the TV, but it's alright.
See, that would suck just having, that's how you had to move.
Yeah. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh no! It looks like a liver.
That's got to be uncomfortable. Like, why would you want to mate with
yeah,
somebody?
like-
That looks uncomfortable.
Like imagining that sensation is very disturbing. Oh! It's like flapping it around. That
Okay,
one's more
let's
purple.
stop. Can we not?
Oh, bro.
Make it stop. No wonder they don't have these things in the zoo.
Well, speaking of the ocean, your man Woody Harrelson's in a new movie about the ocean. Did you hear about that?
No.
Last Breath. I think I'm gonna go see it actually. Well, this movie had a documentary about it's a true story, and there was a documentary that came out in 2018 called Last Breath, and now they've made a theatrical version, and Woody Harrelson's playing the guy it's about, and it's about a dude that works on, I guess it's like a crew that works on underwater rigs
Gives me-
for stuff, oil, I guess, whatever. And he goes into the ocean they had to stay on a ship like for I guess several months out of the year, and then they get in like a little vessel that's tethered to the ship, and it goes down.
Oh my!
They're in
this
like a
reminds me of
pod.
another movie.
They're in a pod, and they go down so deep in the darkness, like where the light obviously can't reach at all, and then they have to tether themselves from that pod in like their little scuba
This
man
is based on
suit.
a real story.
Yeah, this is like a real job this is like a real thing that people have to do. And they go from that all the way to the ocean floor in the like deep, dark ocean.
See, if they can have jobs like that, they can make roads
Well, they
over on the ocean.
this guy went down there, and it was during the middle of like a storm, and they were kind of like against their better judgment going down there to do it on this particular day. And the storm picked up, and the rope snapped. And then the boat starts getting carried away from the rig, and then all of like the power gets shut off, I guess, momentarily.
I will not be seeing that film.
And so they didn't have any ability to track the guy anymore. Like they were literally just lost in the ocean. Like the only thing they have is their coordinates to go to try to get back. Yeah, and the guy was
have a nightmare about this.
trapped at the bottom of the ocean floor, and he only has like limited oxygen.
Just him?
Yeah, and imagine you're on the ocean floor in the part of the ocean where you don't go on the ocean floor. I mean, and it just snaps, and you're just sitting there, and you're in the middle of the ocean
By yourself.
Alone.
No.
And all the sounds you'd hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, yeah.
So yeah, I watched the documentary, and now I want to go. I want to go see this.
You will never catch me watching that movie.
But Woody Harrelson,
I'm sorry. I love him, but I will
that's
never.
blown up.
Never. Because I get too paranoid about things like that. But
Look at that picture,
it
dude.
reminded me of another movie. Maybe is it called Underwater? I don't know. Kristen Stewart was in it, and me, Mama, and Macy went to go watch
Was
it
she
in the movie
like-
theaters. Yeah, she's
The whole time.
yeah, and it was a movie like that where they were in the water, and they were going down tubes to like a base underwater. I don't remember anything of the plot, but like I don't remember really what happened or why they were down there. But they had to go outside of it and walk on the ground in the ocean. Yeah, and some weird thingy.
Definitely was acting stupid.
Yeah, no,
That's
and
a very slim shady look she got going on in that one. It's a very ocean themed episode today, I feel like.
And you know what? I have a ocean themed shirt,
Yeah?
but I had to wear my y'all mind if I do some lollygagging shirt today.
Dude, it covers our lollygagging reference and frog and toad vibes as well.
Yes.
Some very strong frog and toad vibes. Well,
What
guys,
if we sat like this the entire episode? No, like
we should do a episode where we do crisscross applesauce.
just on the rug.
I don't think I've sat like that since I was a small child.
I sit like that pretty often.
Well, any closing remarks for the audience?
Let's petition for Valentine's Day to get married.
We discovered Madison discovered narwhals were a real animal. We both discovered that
There's 500 different deals of sea lions.
there's a lot of seals. We both discovered what a dugong is, dugong, and
Discovered the meaning of humpback.
yep, and
That
And then
the
that
fascist
weird-
one is the black. The fascist.
the fascist, the fascist one.
The fastest. The fastest. Is that to say right?
Sea animal,
Is
Fastest
a
swimmer
black
is a-
marlin.
a black marlin. Yeah,
Oh, marlin.
Merlin. This is like an old man. I feel like
It
name.
looked like a older man.
The majority of y'all, with the ocean part was y'all just like discovering new species
Yeah.
Well,
that are very basic.
Why
Very
don't they?
informative.
Why don't they tell us more about ocean animals. Like, how did we know there was a ribbon seal?
Yeah, I honestly feel like we've been cheated out of. Oh, one last thing. You know how big goldfish can get?
Yeah, like
Okay, you already knew. Well,
they're like fat.
in case for anybody who didn't know, we'll close on this picture of a goldfish
Well,
because I didn't know.
haven't. I don't think I've seen. Oh, okay, no, I haven't.
I think it's because big. Yeah, I think.
Oh my! Oh my!
Okay, so you didn't know.
I didn't know they got that big.
I think the issue is what we know them is a state fair or a county fair prize you can win, and they
Why
come
don't
in a
they ever
tiny thing,
show-
and they're just doomed to die immediately, probably before the next day. And so I guess we don't realize they're supposed to grow up to be a giant animal. I mean, imagine if a kid won that at the fair.
Imagine going fishing and your kid catches that, and you have to say, "Oh, this is what your goldfish at home is going to look like."
No, imagine a kid wins a goldfish at the fair and actually takes very good care of it and is responsible. And it just keeps getting that big. Like, I feel like the general public doesn't know that's what they're signing up for if they get the fish. It just always dies.
I think they're already doomed from that, though.
Yeah, I think they're probably stunted. Their growth is definitely
Or it's like a
stunted.
different species. Maybe like they've split off.
Guess so. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of like scary looking too.
Well, like, why? I don't.
Anyways.
Yeah, because that looks like the common one, and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
other ones look like they like
See,
split
look,
more in the face.
this is the story with all the ocean creatures, apparently.
But they're
You've been
just-
told there's one goldfish. You've been told there's one seal. No, there's actually 20 of each of those. Well,
The general
I'm the dumb one.
public, the general.
Good thing we know about Pythagorean theorem.
yeah. Well, all right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And we'll catch you on the flippity flip.
Let's hope I don't have any nightmares about these. Oh,
Bye.
BAI.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Why did it say it different the second time?
Bye.
Hold on, one more time.
Bye.
Bye.
Down.
All right.